Hello sir, my name is Ram Dayal Maur. I have done my graduation from Banaras Hindu University in Mathematics Honours and I have done my master from IIT Dhanbad. Sir, I am having good teaching experience. When I was in my graduation, at that time I was teaching in the institute, and when I was in my master, at that time I have been teaching mathematics to the Karmajyoti, which is the organization. Sir, I have chosen a topic quadratic equation, nature of roots. So I will discuss the quadratic equations and its nature today. So let's say start. Quadratic equation. So first of all, what is the quadratic equation? So this is the basic question which comes to mind. Any expression which is having the highest order 2, that is the quadratic equation. For example, I am taking
हटो
fx.
यार कट गया
क्या पड़ जाएगा fx equal to a square plus bx plus c, where a not is equal to 0 and a comma b comma c belongs to R. So any polynomial which is having the highest order 2, so that is the quadratic equation, and here a cannot be 0. Why? A is not 0, otherwise if a is 0 then this is not quadratic, and a, b, c will be any real number. B and c maybe or may not be 0, or maybe any another integer or any number. So this is the definition of quadratic equation, but this is not our main target. Our main target is to nature of the roots. Nature of roots. As you know that roots may be real or may be imaginary. So there are two types of roots. So we will discuss all those things one by one. But first of all, let's consider that a quadratic equation is given us to us. So how many ways we can find out the root of this quadratic equation? There are three ways. First one is that we can factorize this one. We can write this equation in form of x minus alpha, x minus beta is equal to 0, where alpha and beta is the root of this equation. Second method will be by perfect squaring, by perfect squaring, and third method is the Sri Dharachara formula. So which is equal to x is equal to minus b plus minus root d by 2b, and this is the by simple factorization. So there are three ways. So if it is possible to factorize, we will factorize and we will try to find out the roots. And if we think that it is very easy to apply this one, so we can apply the method of perfect squaring, and with the help of this perfect squaring we will prove the Dharachara formula. So our main target is to understand the Dharachara formula and the roots and the nature of roots with the help of the Dharachara formula. So this is our main purpose that we will deal with. So consider that this is a quadratic equation. It is given us and we have to find out the root of this quadratic equation. But we don't know what will be the root. So what we will do, that we know that x plus a square is equal to x square plus a square plus 2x a. This is a formula, and if you just try to observe this one, you will get to know that this is little bit matching with this one. But when you are seeing the coefficient of x square, then there is nothing in this side, but in this side there is a. So what we will do, we will try to divide this whole terms by a. So this will become x square plus b by a, x plus c by a is equal to 0. As I have written that a does not is equal to 0 and a, b, c belongs to R. So if a is equal to not 0, then this is completely defined. If you try to observe these two things, then you get to know that here this is not here it is looking very difficult to find out its to write down this in a squaring form. So what we will do, we will observe these two things, the coefficient of this one. So if you try to observe, you will get to know that 2a is equal to b by a. So a is equal to b by 2a. We compare these two equations. So we will get a is equal to b by 2a from here on the comparison of these two. So what we will do, we will try to write down, we want to write down this whole equation in form of this one. What we will do, we will try to add a square and minus a square. So this will become x square plus bx by a plus b by 2a square minus b square by b by 2a square plus c by a equal to 0 equal to 0. So now if you observe this clearly, you will get to know that this can be written as x b by 2a whole square, x square b square and 2bx. So this will become bx by a equal to b square by 4a square minus c by a. So this is the expression that we are getting after perfect squaring. So we have to now solve this one. So this will be x plus b by 2a whole square is equal to b square minus 4ac upon 4a square. So now you can find out the value of x. So if this is the x square is equal to something, so there will be two roots. One is the plus, one will come plus sign, and another one will come with the minus sign. So this will be x plus b by 2a is equal to plus minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 4a square. So this will become plus minus b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So x will be minus b plus minus root of b square minus 4ac upon 2a, and this is the Sridharacharya formula, and with the help of this Sridharacharya formula we will try to deal with the nature of the root. So this is the final expression that we got. So now if you try to and this term b square minus 4ac will decide that the root will be positive or negative or equal. So if let's consider that I am taking any equation like x square plus 4 is equal to 0, and now I am asking you that tell me the root of this equation. So it is not difficult for you to deal with. You can simply find out the value of x here, root, value of the root. So a will be 1, b will be 0 because there is no coefficient of x, and c will be 4. If you write this value here, so b will become 0 and this b will also become 0. So this will become minus 4 a c upon 2. So this will become plus minus 4 I square upon 2. So this will come with I with I. So one will be plus 2i and another one will be minus 2i. So we are getting that when this is becoming negative, at that time this is giving the imaginary root and the different root. So what can we say? We can decide the nature of root with the help of only this term, because this is the only term which is deciding everything. So we are giving new name to this one, b square minus 4ac will be the discriminant. And this discriminant will decide the nature of the root. So how this will decide? Let's discuss about that. If b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, is strictly greater than 0, so in that case this will be greater than 0, so this will some number will come. So in that case we will get one root with plus sign and another root with minus sign, and we will solve that. We will get two different roots. So in this case roots will be unequal So root will be unequal in these two cases. So two roots are unequal roots. And if we are taking b square minus 4ac is equal to 0, we are considering this whole term is 0. So in that case, we will get only minus b by 2a, 2 times. So in this case, we will get the equal roots, and roots will be real. So equal roots and real, and in this case root will be unequal and real. And the final case is that it may be possible that b square minus 4ac become the negative. So in that case b square minus 4ac negative. So in this case we will get the imaginary root, but that will also will be unequal. So unequal and imaginary roots. As you know that when you talk about the imaginary, then if you are talking about plus one root is plus 2i, then it is obvious thing that minus 2i also will be the another root, because imaginary number exists in the pair. So these things that you have to take care that if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, roots will be unequal and real. B square minus 4ac is 0, then root will be equal or equal roots and real. And b square minus 4ac is less than 0, and equal roots and imaginary roots. So these are the nature of the roots, and I hope that this will help us to solve the problem. So these were the concept, and I hope that this will definitely help us to solve the problems and deal with the real nature of the roots. So this was the things explanation from my side. So thank you so much.